Hello Lolas. Please make sure that you are subscribed. I'm trying to adjust everything. Anyway, please make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you like this video and make sure you leave me a comment below as I read all my comments. I am a little delayed in replying back, but I will give you a heart to let you know that I read your comment and I appreciate that you left me one. Now I have baby Bella here. Now the funny thing is that I went to do some grocery and pick up some supplies for Gabby for school, and I said I'm just gonna look over in the baby section because I normally don't find much in my Walmart. My Walmart don't have the stuff that everybody else Walmart has. Oh my god, I went over there and I just love the new little line. It might be old, I don't know, but they have two lines, one with lambs and one with the little, I guess these are bunnies. And I thought, oh my god, they're so cute. Well, I saw these little slippers and I was like, oh, I love these. And so I bought her, I had to buy her these. Now the slippers have unicorns on them, but I didn't care. They were pink and white. I was like, girl, what? It's gonna match. We're gonna make it match today. So yeah, I couldn't resist. Baby Bella did get her ears pierced and everything. Anyway, before I get started, I am going to feed her, but I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, but you know, I wanted to tell you guys that thank you guys for going along with my journey with me and sharing my experiences as I go. Something that you should definitely know about me, if you don't know this already, is when I make my videos, I sit down and I start talking. Everything that I say and do in that moment is in real time. I don't typically go back and edit. Sometimes I might go back and edit something out if it's really, really bad. And I'm like, oh, I really, really shouldn't have said that. But for the most part, it's in real time. So you're getting my real thoughts, my fresh thoughts. So you may see a video today saying one thing and tomorrow I do something totally different. And the reason being is because I didn't think out the video or make a script and have a plan. I just kind of go with whatever I'm feeling at the moment. That's just how I am. I'm going to try to attempt to put her on a bib. I didn't really use bibs on my babies, to be honest, on my real babies. They had them, but I never used them. And the reason why is because I just use like the burping cloth or receiving blanket. I mean, I just didn't use bibs. I really don't want to use this bib. But anyway, I guess I will. But yeah, so I've been listening to this book and it's very positive, and it really made me think about some things. And you know, I think, you know, a lot of times, oh no, what's happening? A lot of times I'm just making sure, is this leaking? It feels like it's leaking. Anyway, I'm trying to make sure that the bottle itself is not leaking. Oh, okay. Anyway, a lot of times we set these expectations. You know what? No, I'm not going to even talk about that. This thing, I think it's leaking. I think it's the bottle that's leaking. Hang on. I got so many things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I guess I'll talk about this first. dream babies and forever babies. Hot topic. Every baby is a forever baby until the next baby come. For a lot of people, including myself sometimes. I try hard not to use that word so loosely, but I do. The thing about it is that what is wrong with me? I didn't get the bottle in. Okay. The thing about it is that most artists, not all, but most artists are constantly evolving in their craft, and they're getting better and better, and they're making things more realistic and more practical, and they're changing things and giving us more features that we like and all this great stuff, right? So when you think, oh, this is the perfect baby, this is a dream baby, I always wanted this, this, and this in a baby. Next thing you know, they come out with this, and that. Oh, now that is now my new dream. So it's like a dream chaser. I don't think in that moment that the person is intentionally saying, oh, this is my dream baby. Now, some people you can tell that, you know, it's very fake, it's not genuine. They don't really like the baby or nothing like that. It's just, you know, whatever, an attention stunt. But some of us really mean it in that moment. You know what I mean? And then that moment passes. Forever babies. Now, forever babies and dream babies are different. A dream can change every night if you want it to. Forever, for me to say forever, now, I used to say it all the time. Now, I try to not use it so lightly, but when I say forever, it still doesn't mean forever, but however, that means that that baby has some type of sentimental value to me, meaning that it just really, really touched me and reminds me 9 times out of 10 of either my kids or a very close baby cousin or something that, you know, spent a lot of time with, etc., etc. It's something very, reminds me of something very close. And I want to keep it as a keepsake. That's what forever means for me. But, you know, like I said, it can change. Now, for the community, I understand the frustration. Oh, I really love seeing this baby and now it's gone. But you got to keep in mind that this is the individual collection. Yes, we're on YouTube. We're here for entertainment for the most part. We're here to connect and to share our hobbies and all this and stuff. But you can't go around getting mad. You can't go around spewing hate because someone sells a doll that you absolutely love. Because if you loved it so much, then you probably should have bought it. And then you could have kept it forever. Because some people have to move on. Everybody's not rich to just keep buying and adding to their collection and then keeping all the babies at the same time. Because if that was the case, there would be so many babies that would be still here. You guys would be like, oh my God. I would be like the old lady sitting in the house with so many kids and don't know what to do. Or lived in a shoe. Which one it went? I don't know. But anyway, y'all know what I mean. See, she's not drinking as much today because something going on with the bottle. Something is going on with this bottle. Okay, let's try this again, little girl. She's drinking because her diaper is warm, but not as much as the other day. But anyway, so that's one thing. I had so many things to talk about. The other thing is positive energy. Surrounding yourself with people with positive energy. Easy said, hard to do sometimes. Because by nature, we are nosy. And sometimes we want the tea. We want to hear the gossip. We want to hear what's going on. Well, being informed is one thing. But being messy is another. And to distinguish between the two is a very, very thin line. I'm not going to get into all of that. But what I am going to say is something that I've been doing here recently that just really made a difference with me. When you put a lot of input that's positive into you, like, sometimes it's not the person, it's you. It's the way you perceive things. It's the way you think that makes everything seem so negative. So I could say, oh my God, I love applesauce. I love the way it feels I love the way it feels on my tongue. The texture is so thick and it's rigid. And I like that feeling. It just makes me feel so warm inside. Now, Jannie Mae might say, oh wow, that's deep. She really loved applesauce. But Freddie Mac might say, oh my God. Why would she want something to make her feel warm? Oh, she nasty. She talking about it. She like the way it feel going in her mouth and all that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the way she talk about applesauce. You see how someone can take something so simple and turn it into negative. Now, all they were just describing is why they love applesauce and, you know, how good it tastes. And you could take a negative from that. It could be just as simple as that. Someone also, it's like everybody like to say, oh my God, she's a hater. Sometime a person may just be telling you their honest opinion. And they may actually be trying to tell you something to try to help you. Or warn you of something they have already experienced or whatever. And you may take it as, oh, she's a hater. She doesn't like me. Ugh, blah, blah, you know, type thing. I see that on my personal page all the time, where people will say, this person is hating on them, this person is hating on them, that person is hating on them. Stop hating on, you know, they're jealous, they're this. When all the person is trying to tell them is the truth. Some stuff may be factual, some stuff may be highly opinionated, but, you know, not all of it is coming from a hateful place. So I think the way that we think sometimes may affect the way we think others, the way we think others are, and we, what do they call it? Project our feelings onto them. She's negative. She's a hater. But in return, actually, it might be you. Everything that person does she can't get it right. He can't get it right. He can't never do anything or say anything that resonate positive with you. Because you're a negative person. And in order to change that, you have to start thinking differently. You have to start finding things about yourself that you're happy with. Finding things around you that you could be positive about. And you'll see that other things you'll start to look at things differently. And it's like the whole, your whole outlook change. And it's like everything, not everything is going to be 100% positive, because then that wouldn't be life. And then it would be a perfect world. And as we know, there's no one in this world that's perfect. I know that's hard to believe, guys. I'm not perfect. Just kidding. But yeah, so I just said a whole lot. And a whole lot that some people may just fast forward, some people may not get. The other thing I want to talk about in this video is going to go past 15 minutes, because I'm going to get it all out and then we're going to move on to the next thing. I just feel like chatting right now as I watch this little fat little stink of poo. It's friendships. Building friendships and all that, online relationships, it's very complicated. It's very hard when you're online. You don't know who you're talking to. Anybody can pop up a profile picture. It could be their cousin, their aunt, or just hell, somebody they just picked off the internet and put it on their profile picture. You don't know what this person look like. You don't know what they sound like. A lot of times you don't know nothing about them, and God forbid if they don't do videos or anything like that. You really don't know who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with the very same person that you absolutely hate in the community, and they could be working under a different account. I won't go into details, but the type of work that I've done before, I've seen many things that red flags, or you know, oh, this is not really a true account, or blah 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 blah. But nevertheless, you know, a lot of us, you know, we are here for the hobby. We're here to connect and, you know, share this common interest. And good conversation is nice, you know. Along the way, doll chat, venting, you know, letting out little steam here and there. But you want to be careful because, you, like I said, you don't know who you're talking to. And you don't know what that person motive is or intentions are. And you don't want to be like, it's like very hard. Again, here's that thin line. You don't want to be super paranoid, but you don't want to be so wide open and vulnerable either. Sometime with me, I'm very guarded, and I've explained this to people many times, but yet people still get offended if I don't want to hold long conversations or, you know, engage in anything beyond dolls with a person. Also, if a person claims to follow me and been following me for a while, yet they bring up names that I don't particularly like, it's a red flag. And I can say this because, yeah, of course, people say, well, why would you tell people that? Because now they're going to be cautious and they're not going to do it so that they can get you to blah, 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 blah. It's other things. There's so many things that people do that just will let you know they aren't who they say they are, or their purpose isn't genuine and for reaching out to you, and so on and so forth. But if you do that, if you like, say, if someone does that and begin to sit and try to have a conversation with me about someone that I particularly don't like, and I feel like if you've been following me for a while, some of these people are very obvious, which is very few. I feel like you're looking for something. You're fishing. You're trying to be messy. That's a hard stop for me. It's a very hard stop for me. And at this point now, where I'm at now, I don't want that. I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want sidebar conversations about anyone that don't particularly like me or I don't particularly like. Why? Because it just instigates and fuel the fire. I dodged that bullet at, you know, many times here recently, and I'm glad I did, because over time the truth came out. So, you know, everybody that smiles in your face and laugh and talk with you and share forwards with you and all that are not your friend. Everybody that comments and say we love you and blah 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 are not your supporters. But what you have to realize is that with positive thinking, you can't dwell on that. You have to do your videos. You have to do your hobby for you. Do you guys think I show you guys every single time I dress my babies? Do you think I show you every time I interact with my babies? No. I interact with my babies off camera more than you guys see on camera. Why? Because my hobby, my collection is for me. But I just tend to want to share them with you guys. When I do videos, I have to enjoy them. I used to do the ones with the dolls where they would role play and all that and stuff. That's not something I enjoyed a whole lot. I like acting with the dolls. I like the little talking, I do like using the little talking things, apps, and make the dolls talk and stuff like that. I do like those sometimes. But I don't necessarily like sitting the baby here and blah, blah, blah. I don't enjoy it. I like watching other people's on, but I don't enjoy it. It's just too much work for me. I guess that's probably one of the things. Also, but I enjoy watching other people that do it, depending on, like, if it's, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that, but I do like other people skits like that, and I used to do them, but I don't do them anymore. Just like feeding Bella. Honestly, when I had the drinking wet at first and I used it, I was like, okay, let me see how it worked type thing. Wasn't particularly wanting to do it much more than, you know, 1 or 2 times, until I said, okay, we put the really warm water in there, and I felt how it just, the diaper gets warm and all that stuff, and then it just like really makes her feel real. Then it was only then and until then that I actually enjoy doing the feeding videos with actually letting her drink, or any of them drink for that matter, because I have to enjoy it. I don't do it for the views. I don't do it for the likes. I'm just trying to show you guys her diaper is wet because it has turned colors. You see, it's green. Oh my gosh. Man, Claire did not spare no details in this baby. This baby is like amazing. Every time I look at her, I find something different. Like her veining and the mottling on her, I don't know how Claire does it. I really don't. It's hard to do in reborns, much less trying to do in silicone. Like, I don't even, like, this hand right here, I love the way it's painted, like the wrist and all that, like the detail is so realistic, like how the baby hands would be, the coloring and stuff. That's why I don't cover my dolls up a whole lot, because I just enjoy the paintwork on them. Anyway, I've changed off of the subject. This video is super long. I'm going to stop here, and I am going to let you guys go. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. This is not my typical video, but this video is extremely long, and you know, you can either take something from it or not. And everybody, that's one last thing I want to say about negativity and positivity, and how sometimes it's not the person, it's you. I can do a video, and I can do this video for 25 minutes long, and 50 people can thumbs it up, 4 people will thumb it down. I can take 25 comments and 23 of them will be positive. But there will be 2 comments that will be very off, and you'll be like, what? They will get something totally different from the video than everybody else. And those 2 people will find the least little negative comment that I made in the whole entire video, and they will hang on to it like they will hang on to it. I was about to say something real bad, like flies on poop. That's what I was gonna say. But anyway, they will really hang on to that one little minute negative thing out of the whole video, and that is, it's not me, honey, it's you. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye.